Have you ever cared so deeply for a woman that it backfired? You texted her good morning every day, made her your world, showed up when she needed you, and still, she lost interest. She pulled away, and now, you're left wondering, was I too good to her? The answer might shock you, because when it comes to female psychology, the more you chase her with devotion, the more her respect can quietly fade. But why? And how can you show love without losing her respect? Let's unlock the uncomfortable truth behind this paradox, before it costs you your dignity. And no, we're not saying ignore her and she'll marry you. This isn't middle school. Let's dive in. 1. The trap of overcaring. It always starts the same way. You meet a woman. She's beautiful, kind, captivating. You feel lucky, maybe even too lucky. So, you go all in. You text her good morning before you even brush your teeth. You drop everything to see her. You say yes to every request, every invitation. You give her affection, attention, validation, sometimes more than she even asks for. In your mind, it's love. It's effort. It's what a good man does. But here's the paradox that no one tells you. Respect doesn't grow in the soil of desperation. And when you overcare, when you emotionally invest too fast, too early, it sends a silent message. I don't believe I'm enough as I am. I need you to validate my worth. Even if you don't say it out loud, your energy screams it. And whether she realizes it consciously or not, her instincts pick up on that imbalance. Instead of feeling cherished, she begins to feel suffocated. Instead of pulling closer, she starts pulling away. Ever seen a cat run away from someone who tries way too hard to pet it? Same vibe, different species. In female psychology, attraction isn't just about kindness or consistency. It thrives in polarity. It's built on the tension between masculine stability and feminine energy. She wants to feel your strength, your grounded presence, your quiet confidence. But when you pour yourself into her world completely, with no boundaries, you flip the script. You move from being a leader of your life to a follower of her approval. And in doing so, you unintentionally kill the very attraction you're trying to build. Overcaring isn't romantic. It's overcompensating. And deep down, it doesn't come from love. It comes from fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of being alone. Fear that if you stop trying so hard, she might stop choosing you. But here's the hard truth. The more you try to prove your value, the less she believes it. So what's the solution? If showing too much care too soon drives her away, does that mean you should go cold and distant just to keep her interest? Should you ignore her texts, play mind games, keep her guessing 24/7? Not quite. That's not masculine strength, that's emotional manipulation. So, how do you strike the balance? How do you show genuine interest without losing your self-respect? Let's go deeper. 2. The hidden psychology of respect. Let's be clear. Women don't lose interest because you're kind. They lose interest when your kindness feels like currency, when it seems like you're buying affection rather than offering it from a place of strength. Attraction is complex, but respect is its foundation. You can't build lasting connection without it. And respect doesn't come from how much you give. It comes from how much you value yourself while giving. So what exactly earns a woman's respect? It's not about dominance. It's not about being cold. It's about being anchored. In female psychology, respect is drawn to a man who carries himself with certainty, not arrogance, but presence. He doesn't chase approval. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't fold himself into whatever shape she wants. He listens, but doesn't chase. He cares, but stays calm when she pulls back. He loves, but can walk away if respect is compromised. Let's put it this way. If a woman asked you to trade your car for a compliment, would you do it? Then why trade your dignity for attention? In modern dating, a woman's interest often fades, not because you weren't enough, but because you didn't believe you were enough. You tried to earn what should have been attracted naturally. This is where Stoic philosophy becomes a game changer. The Stoics believed that self-mastery is the highest form of strength. They taught that emotions are not to be suppressed, but to be ruled, that your peace must never depend on another person's affection. A man who lives by this principle commands respect without demanding it. His presence says, "I'd love to have you in my life, but I don't need you to complete it."
3. The art of balanced caring. So if overcaring turns her off,
And emotional detachment feels cold and manipulative. Where's the middle path? It's in what we'll call calibrated care. Not emotional starvation, and not emotional flooding, just intentional, grounded presence. A man who practices calibrated care understands this. Love is not submission, affection is not approval-seeking, and self-respect is never negotiable, even for the woman you desire most. You see, women don't want a man who's emotionally unavailable, but they crave a man who is emotionally self-sufficient, someone who listens deeply, but doesn't lose himself, someone who gives, but from a full cup, not a desperate one. Think of it like seasoning food. Too little, it's bland. Too much, it's overwhelming. The magic is in the balance. So how do you show calibrated care? You respond, not react. You set boundaries, without guilt. You express love, without needing it back to feel whole. And here's the paradox. When a woman senses that you care from a place of strength, not scarcity, she relaxes. She respects you more. She feels safe to surrender to the connection because you're not clinging to it. It's in that energy shift, from grasping to grounded, that attraction deepens. Because now, you're not trying to get something from her. You're simply sharing who you are, with or without her approval. This is what Stoic wisdom teaches us. Don't try to control others, master yourself. The moment you stop needing her to feel valuable is the moment she starts seeing your value. Women can feel the difference. She knows when your compliments are real. She feels when your attention is earned, not given out of fear. And she respects when you walk away from disrespect, because it tells her one thing: you love yourself too. But here's the twist. When you master calibrated care, when you hold that healthy tension, some women won't know how to handle it. They may test you, pull away, try to provoke emotional reactions. Why? Because deep down they want to know, is this man really centered, or is he just pretending? So how do you hold the frame when the pressure rises? How do you stay calm when tested and keep your power without becoming cold? Let's wrap this up and give you the tools to walk away with strength. So let's bring it all together. If you care too much, without boundaries, you lose her respect. If you go cold to manipulate, you lose her trust. But when you care from self-respect, when you lead with emotional strength instead of emotional hunger, that's when everything changes. She begins to lean in, not because you're playing games, but because you've become a man who doesn't need to. This is the essence of both Stoic philosophy and real masculine attraction. A woman will be drawn to your presence, your composure, your quiet certainty, because those things are rare. Because in a world full of men trying too hard to please, the man who values himself first becomes unforgettable. So ask yourself, are you chasing love, or are you attracting it by being deeply grounded in who you are? Because here's the truth. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will. And if you can't walk away from a woman who disrespects your boundaries, you'll never meet the one who actually values them. You don't need to beg. You don't need to prove. You just need to lead, with presence, purpose, and peace. That's what makes a woman stay. If this message hits something deep for you, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and psychological truths. Drop a comment below. Have you ever cared too much and watched it backfire? Let's talk about it. And remember, you're not here to be liked. You're here to be respected. Stay grounded, stay sharp, and stay in your frame.